Yeah, good on you there, folks. How are we all doing? Welcome to the 21st day of December 2007. I'm in Southgate Street, Parkville, the beautiful park over there, over yonder, and just about to clear off. It's about midday from Parkville back down to Mount Martha. Going to pop into a couple of music shops. Still looking at some microphones for the MILK Revolution. So going to do that, get out of this big smoke before the conundrum of traffic. It's a Friday, they're going to be going off. It's just prior to Christmas, so they'll be going insane. If not, they're already insane, so I can't imagine how insane it will get. So time to go. Good morning, see you in a sec. Bye-bye. You little beauty, guys. It's half an hour since our last conversation. I've gone to Billy Hyde, just here in Parkville, and they're a champion store, really good support, and gone and scored ourselves a couple of condenser mics, high quality, very sensitive microphones for audio and guitars. So it's been a long time since we've had a muck around with these sort of style mics, and I'm going to get this back to the Red Centre in a few days' time, plug it in there with Danny and Benny and the guys, and crank it up something silly. So it's time to get out of the city. There's clouds building up. It's looking like a storm is on the horizon, so before the mad rush of slipstream of traffic, I'm going to get the flock out of here. So get some fuel, all good, let's go. You beauty, go the music revolution.
Oh, but wait, there's more. We can't leave any city without first experiencing the love and romance of a traffic jam. So what is the cost of all this traffic? Every major city around the world with millions and millions of vehicles, it just has to add up. For every day, there are 10 million empty seats on the UK roads alone. Have a think about that for those people who are driving by themselves. Traffic jam costs in the UK alone cause the economy more than $15 billion per year. Even in the USA, the average person spends 2 days per year sitting at traffic lights, and for every 40-tonne truck delivering to a supermarket, there are 500 cars to take away its contents. Now that doesn't make much sense at all. Very interesting. Even in the USA, 2.3 billion gallons of gasoline are lost to engines idling in traffic jams. That can't be too clever. Even a bus with as few as 7 passengers is more fuel efficient than the average car with 1 occupant used for commuting. Now work that out for a second. Anyway, the point is, use your feet, get smarter, catch a bus. And finally, if we keep running cars off fossil fuels, keep pumping CO2 into our atmospheres, finally, the ultimate result is climate change. We keep warming this planet. Here we are in Melbourne, in the middle of summer, in an absolute downpour, and surrounded by lightning. This is a good example of what's going on everywhere around the world.
Pissing down in Melbourne. It's pissing down. There's lightning strikes going off everywhere. The cars are slowing down to a snail pace. These storms have been going off quite a lot in the last few days, and it's nothing at all usual for Melbourne. These storms have been hitting Sydney for the years, and it's coming down from the southwest of Australia and hitting the very cold waters off the Pacific. This is quite bizarre, and you can barely see the road. It's filling up with so much water.
So what's going on with climate change anyway? People are already being displaced by rising sea levels. Agriculture and food supply has been affected by droughts. Countries are suffering loss of life, homes and livelihoods from the increased severity of hurricanes, storms and flooding. Insurance costs are spiralling due to natural damages. Already, globally, the 1990s were the warmest decade. 1998 was the warmest recorded year since 1861. On the 10th of August 2003, it was recorded as the hottest day so far recorded in Britain. The highest temperature was 38.1 degrees Celsius. In the last 15 years, we've seen 4 reports prepared by the global scientific community unanimously urging world governments to get active on the climate crisis. A study for the Pentagon in October 2003 concluded that abrupt climate change from global warming could trigger war among nations for food, water and energy, posing new threats to global national security. If the sea levels were to rise more than 4 metres due to climate change, almost every coastal city in the world would be inundated. If the ice caps on Greenland's mountains were to melt, the ocean levels would rise by more than 7 metres, drowning low-level coastline areas.
Climate change, bring the rain and wash it all away. Climate change, bring the rain and wash it all away. Have a think about this one, big cities. Have a real good think about it. It's only going to get bigger.
Each and every 24 hours on the planet, we lose 200,000 acres of rainforest, 13 million tonnes of toxic chemical waste is released into the atmosphere, and nearly 45,000 people die of starvation, 38,000 of which are children. So what do we do about it? The cheapest, cleanest and safest way of addressing all of our problems is to become more energy efficient. The average household could save around 2 tonnes of CO2 a year by making itself energy efficient. If every household installed 3 energy efficient light bulbs, enough energy would be saved in a year to supply all street lighting in the United Kingdom alone.
So violently, it left locals in shock.
And all of a sudden there was one hell of a shake. We have been upstairs before but it shocked, but nothing like this. And next thing it was a hell of a bang and bang.
It was just going like this, and I thought, quite honestly, I thought the house was going to fall down. That's how bad it was.
Across the city, 3 buildings partially collapsed, many others were damaged, but everywhere debris. And this from a quake with an epicentre 50 kilometres away.
The town was actually rocked. In fact, the region was rocked, and it was probably one of the most severe earthquakes that's actually happened in our district.
The earthquake, measuring a massive 6.8, struck just before 9 last night, leaving a trail of damage up to 200 kilometres north and south of Newton.
And everyone was pretty keen to get out of the city quicker.